Can we just normalize missing and loving people without thinking too much about the physical distance? I want to start this video saying that if you don't have a partner or if you are a teenager, my whole experience might sound a bit different than yours because it is not the same to move abroad alone than with your partner or your family, and that's a fact. I would like to clarify that this is from my experience and my way of seeing life. If you have a different opinion, drop this emoji in the comments and let me know yours. So let's get into the basics. The Cambridge Dictionary defines homesickness as the feeling of being unhappy because of being away from home for a long period of time. So now that we know what it means, do I ever feel homesick?
Depending on what day of my cycle I'm in.
The answer could be yes, could be no, depending on what I've been through recently. What I want to say here is that missing my friends and family is not the same that missing my hometown or my home country. And that's my thing. I don't usually miss Colombia. Okay. Before you get mad at me, let me give you a little bit of context. Well, my husband and I got married in 2021, just right after the pandemic. We left our hometown at that time. We moved from Cartagena to Medellin, and we had the chance to experience what it's like to live away from our family. I remember myself having a hard time because my niece was less than 2 years old and I was missing all her important things in life. I used to feel bad about it, even knowing that we were just a 45-minute flight away. However, the thought that really helped me overcome the situation was this one. I am building my own family with my husband, so my family will be wherever I go with him. And it worked. This doesn't mean that I don't love my parents or my sister or my niece. This just means that I have a healthy attachment to my family. And don't get me wrong, I talk to them every single day of my life. I have the best video phone calls with my niece, and I'm praying for seeing them soon. But I love my life in Canada. I love the life that my husband and I have been building these years, and we are happy about that. Of course, this is not everyone's story, and that's okay. Due to personal circumstances, family dynamics, or personality traits, homesickness can ruin the whole experience of a person who's living abroad. I know a lot of people who struggle every day because they miss their families and they want to go back to home. Honestly, it's very sad when I hear these stories because being an immigrant means going through a lot of stuff. We have to deal with missing our families, not having a support network, navigating the job market. Sometimes it is in a different language. We also have to get used to new norms, new behaviors, cultural differences. And these people are having an extra hard time because they are homesick. I also think it is more complicated when you are alone or if you are not mentally prepared enough to face the loneliness that comes with moving to a new country. During my journey, I've had to learn how to deal with grief, failure, disappointment, any negative emotion that you can think of. I would say that homesickness is not as bad as you think. It is that feeling that will always make you go back to your roots, your family, your childhood, your culture. It's that intangible part of yourself. However, the problem is when this feeling is severe and persistent because it is preventing you from adapting to your new life. I want to highlight the word adaptation. I believe this is the most important skill that immigrants can develop. We are all the time saying goodbye to situations, to people, to immigration status, to friends. We have to deal with the bittersweet feeling of a friend moving from one city to another one, or maybe another country. We just left our past immigration status and now we move from being a student and then being a worker, or suddenly you are leaving that survival job to get into your career field. So that dynamic makes us more flexible and adaptable to things in life. When you are not capable of moving on and adapting to the new situation, that's when feeling homesick can be very complicated. So, can we overcome homesickness? Of course we can, absolutely. Just don't let the sadness, the anxiety, and the loneliness control your life. So here are 3 things that can help you when you're feeling homesick. The first one, embrace your feelings. It's okay and totally normal to feel homesick. Second, you can create small routines to make you feel more comfortable and more familiar with your new environment. Create a schedule and set times for going to the park, for drinking your coffee in the favorite spot in your house, or having breakfast, something that can make you really feel that you are at home. Third, go out and meet people. I know this could be terrifying for the introverts, but it is impossible to get ahead in life in isolation. Go to libraries, join community groups at community centers, volunteer at the church, find clubs in your city that are aligned with your interests. It is important to start building your support network. And here's my bonus and personal piece of advice. Find a balance. If you have in your mind all the time things related to your old life, you will be missing home every single day of your life. Create memories with a new person that you just met and discover new places. Remember that they are also overcoming loneliness, or they did it at some point. So don't wait for people to become your new best friend to start creating memories with them. Think about your childhood friends. You were kids and teenagers first, then you were young adults, then maybe you got married at some point, maybe they have kids. So there's no way you to keep doing the same things that you did when you were 15. Same thing happens with your loved ones. When you move abroad, the relationship with your loved ones has to evolve as well, keep growing. But the thing is the physical distance. Why is it so hard? Of course, I feel homesick sometimes, but not about Cartagena or Colombia, but about my family and friends. I wish they can come to visit me one day so they can really understand why I am loving it here. Well, that was everything for today. I really hope you liked it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me in the comments what do you think about homesickness. See you in the next one.